Want to go ahead and post a tutorial of this very inexpensive do-it-yourself sump. This whole thing ran me about $110, and honestly, for the price, it just hands down cannot be beaten. This fish tank you see here is a standard 29-gallon, which can be purchased at any local fish store. This particular one ran me $45. Other than that, all you're going to need is 6 pieces of cut glass and a few tubes of aquarium-safe silicone, which can be purchased at any home improvement, Lowe's, Home Depot type store. Basically, we'll get into how this sump works. As you can see, there's 3 compartments. To your left, we have a refugium. In the middle, we have the return section holding the return pump, which pumps water back to your display tank. And to the right, we have the skimmer section. As you can see, I have this plumbed. We have the drain here, and we have the pump that's pumping water back into your display tank. I have the drain split off with 2 ball valves. Okay, what that allows me to do is regulate how much water goes in each compartment. To the skimmer section all the way to the right here, you'd want your ball valve 100% open. And then over here, which I have it teed, to refugium area, I have that about 25% open. Alright. And basically how this sump works over here, like I said, you have 75% of your water dropping down into the skimmer section. Alright, see all the micro bubbles? From there, the water moves to these baffles. And the reason you have these baffles here is to diffuse these micro bubbles. You see all those in the first baffles? You would not want those in your display tank. It does not look good. See by the second baffle here, you have no micro bubbles. So basically, obviously, you have a gap right here. Alright, same thing over here. Like I said, you have 25% of your flow coming to this refugium area. Please do not mind the shrimp. This refugium area is full of water and falls down this baffle. And obviously, there is another gap right here back to your middle section containing your return pump. Now, getting more on these glass baffles. These dimensions will work perfectly if you're using a standard 29-gallon tank. All the baffles are the same width, and the width of all 6 baffles are 11 5/8. Okay? You start over here to the right with your skimmer section. Your first baffle right here, all the way to the right. This one right here. That is 10 inches. Okay? You need to have that sealed all the way on the bottom and completely all the way up to the sides. You do not want any water leaking through any of those seals. Just get your silicone, dab it in there, and run a nice bead with your finger. Your second baffle, you want to go all the way to the top, and you want an 1.5 inch gap right here. You can measure that out with shims, cardboard, whatever it may be, but you want an 1.5 inch gap there. Okay. This particular baffle is 15.5 inches. This middle top baffle, 15.5 inches. Alright. The third baffle, once again, is going to be 10 inches. Okay, same thing, glued all the way to the bottom. Move over here to this next baffle. This first baffle right here, 10 inches, once again, glued all the way on the bottom. The second baffle right here is 15.5 inches. Remember, once again, you want an 1.5 inch gap right here. Okay? Your third baffle is going to be 17 inches all the way to the top. Alright? You want this to also be sealed in the bottom so it holds your sand in place. Alright, once again, I will leave a few more instructions and all the links to the baffles in the video description. Once again, good luck, guys.